I'm live. Hello, Capricorn. Sorry, the lighting is a little strange in here. Oh, here comes my cat. My name is Ara. This is my channel, Cosmic Vibrations. I'm going to do general readings for October 2019. I have to admit it, I'm sick of doing love readings for people. So for now, we'll see if I can get back to love for October, but I need to do something different. I hope you guys are well. This is for Capricorn rising, sun, moon for October 2019. I'm going to pick 6 cards from the Gaian Tarot for a little mini general read. And then I'm going to be using, I'm actually using these for the first time on the channel. I've been secretly studying these for months without anyone's knowledge. I'm going to be using the Mexican Loteria bingo cards for your clarifiers, along with possibly some cards from this one if I need help from the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. This is my kitten, little Mo. We were calling him Mr. G for a while there, but I think we've settled down on Mo. So here we go. We'll just see what comes out for you, Capricorns, for October. Hope you guys are well. I know the lighting's a little strange, so hopefully you'll be able to see these okay. And here we go. This is for Capricorn rising, sun, moon. For October, no, you can't chew on the cards, buddy. 6 cards for October 2019 for Capricorns. And we'll just see what comes out. This may or may not resonate for you. This is for the Capricorn. Hey, no, you can't chew on the cards. Here. No, don't pester me, buddy. Come on, go eat your food or something. I'm going to go show him his food. I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, why did I look at that one? That's funny. Okay. One more. Okay. Nice. Ooh, this is a nice reading, you guys. Okay. Here, I'll show you all 6 of your basic cards, and then I'll do a basic short summary. That's just a generic summary for the month for you guys, and then we'll get into details. So you have the 3 of water, the 7 of fire. That's what's crossing you or your challenge this month. At the root of your being or in your subconscious or your instincts, you have the world, Gaia, major arcana. That's the only major arcana you have in here, and that's actually your card or one of your cards. The world is a Capricorn card. Okay. What you're coming away from, or recently, you have experienced some kind of a new beginning. You have the Ace of Earth. It seems as though this has been hovering around you guys for a long time. Your best possible outcome or highest outcome in this matter is the 6 of fire, which is excellent. Very, very good, you guys. And coming up for you in the future, you have the 6 of water. So if I just summarize this in a short little general read for you guys, which we'll get into details in a moment, I would just say that for October, you want to enjoy yourself. Spend time with friends in social situations, doing creative pursuits, enjoying your life, playing, having fun. And there may be an increase of joy in your life where you're noticing more joy in your life, more happiness, more fun, more play, where you're feeling more playful than you have in a while. Your challenge is work or staying focused. It could be that you're having a hard time staying focused in October. You may be feeling more of a draw towards these emotional sorts of matters rather than getting the everyday stuff done. It might be hard for you to concentrate. It might be hard for you to work. It might be hard for you to know exactly what you're doing or to do the repetitive things. You're having a hard time doing the repetitive things. And how can you balance this in a way where what you're doing is what you enjoy, or where you enjoy what you are doing? Somehow these seem different or separated from each other when really they should be together. So at your root, you are ready for a new beginning. You're ready to close an old karmic cycle out. You have come full circle with something. You've fully become mature with a certain experience you've been in or experienced for possibly decades or years. You're ready to move on and start a completely new journey. You're closing something out. You're coming away from a period where perhaps you have a new idea, a new business venture, a new project, a new skill, a new talent, a new situation, a new location, a new something in your life, a new path in your life that is a new existence, creating a new existence for yourself. Or there's some kind of opportunity that you've been handed. Your best possible outcome is victory, success, but also working together, people working together. You see growth, you see people's talents being honored, people honoring each other, people working together, people encouraging each other with their gifts, to have friends that you enjoy the company of, to get out there more, to enjoy yourself more, to show off your talents to others. If you do this, you will have very, very good results. To go have new experiences, new adventures, new travels, new experiences that make you feel like you're blossoming or you're coming alive. And where you can encourage others to do the same. Things will work out as your best possible outcome. In the future, you have a rebirth of emotions. You feel more sentimental or more concerned in your life, actually, with connections with other people rather than the drudgery of getting things done or mindlessly doing the same thing over and over, or being so focused on goals all the time. It seems as though you really just need a break, and you're in between cycles. You're closing something out. You're about to start something new. Right now is not the best time to really stay focused on planning or drudgery or I don't know. It seems to be that you really, really need connection with other people at this time. And you have amazing people coming in. Uh-oh. Oh. Hey. You okay, buddy? You all right? There was a stray dog in my yard messing with my dog. I live in this town where there are a lot of dogs that run around without owners and leashes, and dog fights can break out and people can get bit and have random dogs show up on my porch. Okay, I've got a little wiener dog, and so he gets scared when the dogs are really big. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. Where was I? It seems like you really need connection more than anything else at this time. And not only that, it's coming in, or it's a central focus of your life in October, is enjoying the company of loved ones or kindred spirits or soulmates, however you want to call them, your spirit family, your actual family. That there's much more to life than just getting things done, or focusing on tasks that need to be done, or going towards some future goal. Right now, it seems as though you really, really do need connection, and you have it coming in, and you have connections all around you. It seems as though you need emotional support and also encouragement in your gifts and your ability to shine for your innate qualities and talents that you have, and to feel like you belong, or feel like you belong to something greater than just yourself. And through these, I see new profound realizations, breakthroughs in how you feel, where you feel more alive now for some reason. Okay, so let's go into the details. Here are the little Mexican cards, Loteria cards. So tell me more about this Three of Water experience for October. Oh, I was not expecting that. Okay, anything else? Okay. This isn't, obviously, the details are not going to resonate for everyone. There's definitely a specific message coming through that's probably for somebody, but it's not going to be for all of you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. I'll try to read this in a few different ways. So basically, for somebody or some of you, you may be in some social situations where you realize that especially between these two, you have the little devil and you have the drum together. And I'm not going to go into why I'm interpreting these this way, just to cut the time shorter. If you ever want to learn more about how to work with these, maybe I'll design some readings in the future where I can explain the riddles. But there are riddles that go with each of these cards, and they say things sometimes that don't really make sense with the image. But basically, I'm getting that for some of you, you may be in social circles where you may be looking for a partner. You might be feeling a little bit randy, where you just want to play around, get to know people and see what's out there, or see what kind of fish are in the sea, so to speak. You may also have some situations with friends too going on, where things are going on with your friends that somehow you've gotten in the middle of this somehow, or you're noticing this around you. But it seems as though, I'm sorry, I have to say it, I'm just going to spit it out. Somebody watching you may be much older than the person that you're interested in, or someone who is much older than you may be interested in you. And I don't mean just interested in you, I mean possibly even obsessed with you, or sexually speaking, I'm saying here, sexually obsessed with you, or with the idea of being with you. So I would just say be cautious, please. By all means, enjoy yourself, get to know people, but don't rush into anything. And sometimes for some reason, I'm getting that this might be a little bit hidden, where you might be aware that there's some weird energy around you coming from someone, but you may not be aware of just how deep this weirdness gets. And so use your boundaries, play, enjoy yourself, trust your environment and the people around you, but just be mindful or be aware of what's around you. Some of you actually may be in lust or obsessed with a friend of yours that thinks that you're just their friend. Or the people around you, you might be coming off as being very playful when really you're quite intense about how you feel. Or this could be going on around you. It just looks like strange group dynamics where there's possibly some like major desire and attraction there that might be a little unhealthy or a little bit obsessive. For others of you where this has nothing to do with that, this may be saying that you're tired of situations where love gets mixed in with possession, or needing to possess someone, needing to catch someone, needing to get someone. Either you're tired of this being thrust at you from others energetically, or whether you've battled with this yourself in the past, where it's like out of control obsession or out of control desire. You're really wanting to clean up this energy and really go more in this direction now, where you need to clean up the energy around you, where you don't have weirdness around you. For others of you, this little devil, is connected with the crown. So this could be saying, for somebody, your boss at work may have been obsessed with you. Or another specific is possible sexual harassment at work by a boss, or something weird going on at work that really is none of your business, but it's being thrust on you somehow, or you have to deal with it, or you have to call it out, or you have to flush it out somehow. You really want the ultimate health of things in the future, where you want to branch out, you want to go in a new direction, you want to grow a new idea, you want to feel safe and like your loved ones are your family, or you want to surround yourself with people that feel like family, or that you feel comfortable with, or you feel like they support you, or they give you shade when you need it. Shade being a positive thing here. If you're overheated out in the sun, you go to the tree for some shade, and the shade shelters you. You want to be this for the people around you, and you want the people around you to be like this for you. There's been something going on either at work or with relationships or social situations where the energy hasn't been that great, and it's been rather intense, and you need to flush that out or heal that somehow or get away from it. So, what was your challenge? This was your challenge, the 7 of Fire. So let's look into that. Why? Tell me more about the 7 of Fire that is their challenge. Or for somebody watching, you went through a lot of abuse in your family while young, and it has affected you a great deal, where now you really you have found your family, as in your spiritual family or your spirit family. You found that you're kindred spirits. And by finding them or spending more time with them and creating that for yourself now is healing you on a very deep level. That might be for someone too. But anyway, let's look at this 7 of Fire. That there are really good people out there. Let's see. Why is that there? Oh, okay. With the Seven of Fire, you have the Scorpion, the Ladder, and ultimately you have the Sun. Some of you may have been climbing a ladder with career or work, or even working for a company or some kind of corporate job, or you have risen to a high place through what you've been doing, or you've been striving to climb the ladder, to get promoted, or to have your own business grow. But for some reason, there's danger here. Maybe you've realized that for whatever reasons, this situation doesn't seem to be going anywhere, or you never seem to actually climb the ladder or get promoted or move up a notch to the next level, or you have been trying and doing the work and trying and doing the work, and you've stayed focused, but you just haven't been seeing any results or any success come out of this. It may be because inherently something about it is off. Maybe there's some kind of hidden danger in this matter, or things have gotten too painful with this situation. You want to get out of this situation now. It seems like a dead end, or something that doesn't ever seem to go anywhere. I suppose this could be a relationship, or it doesn't have to be career related, but with the ladder in here, and especially with the image that's in the Seven of Fire, it does seem work related, but it doesn't have to be. It could be that you've been focusing on a relationship and doing the work and hoping that it would grow or go someplace, but you realized innately that there's something that's really painful about this situation, and it doesn't seem to be doing anything or climbing or being raised to a higher vibration. But ultimately, you have the Sun, and the riddle with the Sun, maybe you've been targeted by somebody at work who's been trying to demonize you or frame you for things, or there's just something toxic going on there that doesn't feel quite right. But also that could have been an attitude that you were taught. Even in the business world, people are taught it's okay to be a narcissist in business. It's okay to be selfish. It's okay to screw people over in order to climb the ladder. But you may be realizing that this isn't you, and that you don't like this energy, that you don't want to be a part of this energy, or that philosophy of way of looking at business, or rising in life in general, or going someplace in life. You realize that something about this is you can't do this. Even if you try, you can't seem to be that way. So, or you're tired of this being around you. You're tired of this being over you or around you or being a part of this mentality. The reason why I said all that is because the riddle that goes with the Sun is that the Sun is the roof of the poor, or the blanket of the poor. And in other words, I would say that the Sun loves everyone, shines on everyone on earth. The Sun doesn't care if you're rich or poor. The Sun doesn't care if you look differently from other people. The Sun loves everyone. The Sun shines for everyone on earth. And so you may be realizing that, or what is helping you in letting this go, is that you don't have to equate love or success with money, or with status, or with a title, or with the material world even, that you are loved, you are special no matter what, and that money does not equate to value in a way here. That you are valuable no matter what, and that value should not be determined through things like status, title, money, business, what's expected of you, or even an attitude. And so this seems like something that is being illuminated to you, where it's not really a challenge in a way, it's just bringing this to your attention, and you're trying to figure out how to readjust and leave all of that stuff behind so that you can move on onto your new beginning. You will have a just outcome or a positive outcome to all of this, as long as you stay positive and you don't fall prey to this, either whether this is you or something else. So at your root, let's look at this. There's the world. Let's see what the world has to tell you. Tell me more about the world. Yeah, that what you do does not determine your worth as a human being. That's what I was getting. It's sometimes hard to catch the right words. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. So with the world, what you're leaving behind, what you have graduated from, is a sense of being expected to adhere or follow through with old traditions that no longer serve you or that keep you stuck in one place. The flower pot is about what you are born, that certain people are born certain things. This person was born in this class, so they're forever going to be stuck in that class. Or this person was born a bricklayer, therefore they'll be a bricklayer for the rest of their life. Or this person is meant to be a housewife, so they're going to be a housewife for the rest of their life. It's that sort of thing, of being that there are only certain things that you are capable of having happen in your life because of your position in it or who you are. But you're realizing now that that is actually not the case. This may have been something that you have been taught, that once you become something, you are always that. But you're realizing now that you can transform and that you are capable of a lot more than you thought, and there's more available to you than you thought. And that you don't have to always do what other people expect you to do or behave the way that other people expect you to behave. You're realizing that you're actually extraordinary and that you are not ordinary. But you are afraid of being caught back into that loop again. Or that if you take a risk and you decide that instead of being a flower pot, you're going to be something different, that somehow it won't work out, or it will be doomed, or you will get caught, or the old way will catch you again, and you'll be forced to go back there again, to that mind state or that situation or that way of that outlook. That you won't have enough money, that you won't be able to do it, whatever it is, that you're too naive, or you'll fall for something that ends up actually being your undoing. I'm feeling that these are fears of being brought back to something that you're trying to get away from. But really, this new path that you're about to start, or this new world that's beginning to open up to you, is very different from what went on before. Before, you were possibly taught that you were ordinary rather than extraordinary, and that you would always be caught or trapped in performing a specific duty or having a particular kind of life because of your original station in life or something that you were taught about what is possible. But really, you want to kick your heels up and enjoy your life and be carefree and to see what's out there and to experiment and to follow what your soul wants, to be almost childlike again, but in a particular way. Let's see, what am I getting? It's to be inherently completely yourself, even the parts of you that normally you would be shy about or you wouldn't know how to show other people. You'll feel free to show all of those parts of yourself to other people without fear of being judged or labeled or being expected to be a flower pot when really you're meant for other things, to be able to be different. And so that's the new world that's opening up for you. So what you're coming away from is the Ace of Earth. Have you had some kind of a new opportunity or a new idea for a new existence for yourself or a new business or new something concrete? Let's see. A new way of treating your body, a new way of eating, a new way of dealing with nutrition or taking care of yourself or health. Having to release things that you have been holding on to, which had to do with feeling small or feeling like you were just going along with things and that you weren't actually doing what you enjoyed. Or you weren't acting completely 100% yourself. You perhaps hid certain aspects of yourself away and it built up to a point where you can't contain it anymore. You have to release those things so that you can be truly yourself instead of feeling as though life is deciding things for you rather than you decide your life. Something about that had to do with being hurt or being abandoned or feeling unloved or wondering whether you would ever find something again. Okay. Follow what you love, even if it does involve hurt. Everything in life does involve a certain amount of hurt, just like it involves a certain amount of everything else. From joy, bliss, grief, boredom, all of the myriad, many, many words that can describe emotions, even though the heart is at risk of hurting when it's open. It's better. What's that saying? It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And that you may be afraid of being hurt, but you still have to follow your heart anyway and release old hurts that you have been through that made you feel small. Okay, so your best possible outcome is the Six of Fire. So let's look into that. What does the Six of Fire? Tell me more about the Six of Fire. I guess my dog's resting now. He didn't look hurt, so I don't think that other big dog did anything to him. He just scared him. Or he got too close or something. Okay. Yeah, I was out there yelling Whose dog is this? And nobody answered. There's nobody around. Great. Okay. Well, the dog doesn't have a leash, so I can't leash him up to anything or do anything about him. Might as well just let the dog in. Okay. Anyway, sorry, you guys. Mm. Okay. Your best possible outcome is the Six of Fire. Gatherings, get-togethers, friends, groups of people, success, victory. With it, you have the melon, which is you could take it or decide. Do you want it or not? Do you want the sweetness or not? Do you want this or not? What do you decide? Do you keep someone as a friend, or do you take it further? Do you start over? Maybe for some of you, you actually are leaving a relationship, or you're going through a divorce, or a relationship is not working out, and so you've been getting out more. You've been, rather than sitting at home feeling bad, you've been distracting yourself by going out, meeting people, doing fun things. And getting, for somebody, you realized that it was time to go, or you realized that it was just time to release it, that you could no longer hold on to the situation. Or it could be a situation where, for someone, you go to gatherings a lot and there's always a particular special person there that you may have a crush on, or they may like you, where there might be a little bit of infatuation, or wondering whether it could become something more or not. Or this could be a friends with benefits sort of situation where you're not really sure. The lines are a little bit blurred with it on what's going on. This is also saying that if this is true for somebody watching, and if you do feel this way, you need to either tell the other person, make up your mind, do you want me or not? Or they're saying this to you. And you are going to have to make some kind of a decision. Or it's all or nothing. You can't continue to go along the blurry lines sort of path here. So let's look at another way of looking at this. Then you have the bird, which the riddle to it is, you have me hopping like a bird on a branch. So could it be that you're trying to get somebody's constantly demanding things of you, or asking you to do things, and you're constantly feel as though you're on edge, like you need to go help somebody, you need to say something, or you need to do something for someone else. Or you're telling yourself, do I hop like a bird on a branch, like a servant for other people, and constantly are trying to take care of a situation or help a situation? Or do I just get rid of it and go towards enjoying myself and not hopping, having other people make you hop like a bird on a branch as if you're on call? Or you constantly have to be on the ready in case somebody needs you or something needs you, or you feel almost like overly, what's the word? It's not a word, but servile, or overly, people depend on you too much or take you for granted too much, or you're being ordered about a little bit too much, or people expect too much from you. And so really you might need to decide and say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore, and I'm going to go have fun, or I'm going to go do what I want to do, or what I enjoy. These people can get some other bird to hop on a branch for them. I'm not going to do that anymore. You also have the parrot, which I think the saying is, parrot, parrot, come out and talk to me. There may be somebody around you that you need to talk to, or you need people to talk more to each other about a particular situation, where possibly some people are feeling undervalued or starting to feel like the power is not equal, or you're afraid of what other people will say or of gossip. But really, the ultimate message here is if someone asks you to talk to them and it's something important, please talk with them. But if you constantly feel as though everybody needs to talk about everything all the time, you may need to put down the law and say, you know what, instead of talking, I need to just go out dancing for a night and I'll talk to you about it some other time. Or there may be some kind of a situation among friends where something needs to be spoken about. Or you need to talk with people more and show people more who you actually are instead of being shy. So that's your best possible outcome. Or you will receive extremely good news about a new opportunity that brings you success and victory and cooperation, rather than feeling stuck in some kind of a situation where you feel nervous or jumpy all the time, where you can't relax. So in the future, you have the Six of Cups or Six of Water. Let's see about that. This looks really nice. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm going to do one more shuffle. Oh, it came out again, so I guess it's supposed to. Okay, I want to know about that. Okay. So with the Six of Water, I'm just going to throw out a bunch of specific things because that's what I got, and it's either going to resonate or not for you. You know, the Mexican Loteria can be considered racist because they have this card in it, and they also have the Apache. But when I read the riddles, I was able to work with them. And so this, I mean, would be translated as the Negro or the black guy or the dark-skinned person. But as far as his body language, the riddle that went with it, this is actually a charming, lovable, sweet, talented person that knows how to enjoy life and likes the sweet things in life. For somebody, this could be a situation where you belong to a group of friends and there's a sudden admirer. I mean, let's face it, if there was a bunch of half naked, beautiful women in a lake and this guy was walking by, he'd probably want to hang around too. There may be some kind of romantic interest among friends, or that is watching a group of friends, or you hear from somebody else's friends that they like you, or somebody hears from your friends that you like them. Something involving, and this can also be a soulmate. The Six of Cups is very nostalgic, sweet, almost childlike romance or deep love between people. And this is a connoisseur of sweetness here. So there might be a soulmate coming in for a bunch of you in the future. Or you may suddenly become aware that you're sweet on someone that you thought was a friend, or a friend is sweet on you that you thought was just a friend. This guy came out twice. At first I put it back in, but then it came out again. You have the El Borracho, who is otherwise known as the drunk. This is somebody whose addictions are so out of control that they're actually causing public scenes or embarrassing scenes. There might be some kind of situation for some of you where you go out for a night with friends, maybe out drinking or out to date or meet people, and all of a sudden there's an embarrassing public scene that you have to deal with, or you have to, if this is, I don't know, I mean, if you go out drinking, there might be people there that get into a bar fight and you take it upon yourself to break up the situation, or to somehow fix this where it does not interfere with people having a good time. If for some reason, there's so many different ways we could look at this, just as a way for you to kind of understand what I'm saying a little bit better. Imagine if you went to a wedding with a bunch of your closest friends. There's somebody at the wedding you have a crush on, or someone at the wedding who has a crush on you, or a possible love interest, or just wanting sweet times. And all of a sudden, there's somebody at the wedding that is got a little too drunk at the wedding and almost knocks over the wedding cake and causes a big scene. The most important thing here is that people are having fun and people are enjoying themselves and doing what they're supposed to be doing with the situation at hand, which is some kind of celebration, it looks like. In which case, for some reason, you either take it upon yourself to deal with this or to actually tell a friend, hey, I think you might have a drinking problem, or I think you have a problem and somebody needs to talk to you about it. Maybe other people have been too shy, or they've wanted harmony among people so much that they never actually really addressed this problem, whatever it is. Or you become acquainted with someone that you have feelings for, and then you realize they're actually an alcoholic, or they're a drug addict, or they're not what you thought they were. This could also be another way to see this. Or you're afraid of attracting this again. Maybe because I tried to put him back in, he came back out. Maybe this isn't something in the present at all. Maybe this is something you're trying to get away from, and you're wanting to bring that, instead of bringing in possible potential soulmates or partners that have problems that are literally their problem that they have to deal with themselves. There's nothing you can really do about it. You're wanting to attract more of this sort of a person in, but you're afraid that this will come back, or this pattern will come back, or this could be something that you are overcoming. Maybe you are a recovering alcoholic, or a recovering drug addict, or a recovering whatever your addiction happened to be. For everyone, it's different. And this is who you want to be now. And so you're working on it. So with these, there's the moon, which the riddle that goes with it is actually rather cute. The riddle that goes with the moon is the lantern of lovers. And it has to do with romance and deep emotion. If this is a potential love or a love interest or somebody that you're in love with now or with now, this person not only feels like a soulmate and a best friend and a good lover and someone who really does do the sweet things for you that makes you feel treasured. There's a lot of deep emotion and almost intoxication in here, or almost lunacy in here. So just be careful of not overdoing it, or not becoming out of control because of how strong your emotions are. And if you ride with your emotions in your little boat, you will have plenty of abundance. If you see, she has flowers, fruits, vegetables, all in her boat with her, and she's paddling along gently with the gentle stream in beautiful weather, it looks like. She just looks really content. She has everything that she needs, and she's moving forward gently. And so if this is a potential love coming in, this looks like a very abundant, easygoing, healing, regenerative, deeply felt love. and it is moving forward. And if you haven't found this person yet, or if this isn't going on for you, all of the archetypes of everything that I just mentioned are what you want your life to be like. You want the sweet things in life. You want to feel in love with your life. You want to be intoxicated by life. You want to feel as if you're on a grand adventure that makes you glad to be alive. And you're moving forward, and you have deep connections with other people and feel like you belong. And if you look at both of these together, they both have to do with water. They both have to do with emotions. Accepting your emotions, honoring your emotions, and showing your emotions. If you are recovering from some kind of a cycle where you became stagnant or stuck, and you knew that you were doing things that weren't good for you or weren't good for your health or your life, it seems as though you're really doing a really good job of letting that old stuff be and let it pass so that you have a much better future ahead of you. So let me pull a bonus message just to see if there's anything else you need to hear that hasn't been mentioned already. Take it easy on yourself. You need a break. You need a vacation. You need a break. You need to rest. You need to pay attention to the more meaningful things in life. And just tuning into nature, tuning into yourself, tuning into how the climate feels around you. Don't overthink or overanalyze at this time. And when you feel tired, then rest. Sleep when you need to, eat when you need to, take care of yourself when you need to, rest when you need to. If things are temporarily on hold to some degree, they're not going to be, first of all, they're on hold for a reason if that's the case, which is for you to have a much needed break. Things are being suspended for a reason. But at the same time, you may be voluntarily deciding you need a break and take yourself away from your normal everyday life in order to receive some answers from within. And you will receive answers if you have any confusion about anything, if you simply just take the time to relax and rest and to tune in and to receive visions and signs. So hopefully that made sense or helped in some way. I wish you all the best. Happy October. Happy Halloween if you celebrate it. And I'll see you soon. Love you.